Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be a fun one. Now I don't know if this video is floating around or maybe been done in a different way, but when I was doing Joss Jane's perfume collection tag that Moon Perfumes tagged me in, I had a lot of difficulties with some of the questions because I'm like, I have too many loves. But one that I found hard was, what is your favorite perfume from your favorite perfume house? And I don't have just one favorite perfume house. So I went ahead and I answered what I had the most of at the time. But like I said, I have a bunch of favorite perfume houses. So I thought, why don't I name my top 5 perfume houses and my favorite perfume in that perfume house. I'm doing designer luxury because I am just starting out with niche and I wouldn't be giving those a fair shot. So I am going to name my top 5. There is an honorable mention because you guys know I never stick to the exact number. I'm going to go ahead and pop pictures of all the perfumes that I have within that perfume house. And then this is going to also be getting me into perfume house reviews. I feel like I have enough of these perfumes to give you my honest opinions because they're perfumes that I get to sniff and smell that I have right here with me. I do want to review these perfume houses separately. Now, my honorable mention is one that I'm still testing out. I know a couple people want this review. I'm waiting to find one perfume, and that is the house of Narciso Rodriguez. So I do have these perfumes in my collection, but I have been hauling and collecting a lot of perfumes recently, and I haven't given this house the attention it deserves. And I still have 3, if I'm thinking in my head correctly, that I still have to test out, and then one more. No, actually 4 that I have to test out. And then one more that I'm trying to get my hands on, but I'm trying to get my hands on an inexpensive. I'm always about picking up my perfumes under a certain price point. So I do want to mention this one. For the longest time, Narciso Rodriguez for Her, the EDT has always been my favorite, but that can change. So I do want to review this perfume house. This is just an honorable mention. Okay, and this is in no particular order, but I am noticing that each of these perfume houses have their own thing, at least to me. Remember guys, perfume is subjective. It's always based on your own personal opinion and experience. So I'm gonna go over the perfume house, why I love this perfume house, and then what my favorite is. Now let's go ahead and get into my top 5. So the first one up is the house of Mugler, formerly Thierry Mugler. And I love this house for its uniqueness, for its ability to step outside the box. Now I believe it's L'Oreal who recently bought them, and I know a lot of people are worried they're not going to be able to live up to the Mugler name. We'll have to see. But this is a house that they're not always a hit for me. Again, I want to review the entire perfume house, but I love the whole Angel line. I'm an Angel girl. I know people say you're either team Alien, team Angel, and when I heard that, I'm like, whatever, you can love both. But I am noticing that people either lean towards Alien or lean towards Angel. I am in love with Angel. I am in like with Alien. My favorite pick was none other than Angel, the 2019, the EDT. Now, I love the original Angel, but I have to be in the mood for Angel. It is a scent that sometimes I don't want to smell it. But the Angel EDT is kind of like my way of getting Angel, but without it being too obnoxious, without it being, you know, like I like to say, rude, because I know Angel is a scent that can be a little rude. She is a cold weather scent and I prefer her at night. But this is how I can get Angel in a very fresh way. And another thing that I do enjoy about this house is they're very good about keeping the essence of the original in their flankers. I totally get the essence of Angel in here without it smelling like Angel. Because I love Angel, I completely pick up Angel, but this is just a more refreshing, toned down patchouli green apple version. And this one is described as fruity, fresh, sweet, woody, and patchouli. It's got notes of mandarin, rose, praline, apple, red berries, patchouli, white woods, and cedar. And again, this is just my favorite, I would say, out of the entire line. I did have trouble because I'm really loving the 2019-2020 Quosier Angel flankers, but those are very much summer to me. Whereas this one is definitely not only a summer, but a year-round scent. You can wear this any time of the year, day or night. Next up is the house of YSL. And I love this house because to me, the scents I have in my collection, with an exception of maybe 2, which are more daytime, all the other ones are like, they make a statement. They're for going out. I think Black Opium is a great scent for going out. Now I know perfumes have come after this, but I feel like this is the one that set the bar for other perfumes to copy this one.
That's my opinion!
Then I have a lot of the, you know, Mon Paris perfumes. That's probably what put me over the top when I was answering that question. Since then, I've picked up more perfumes and bumped YSL from my top perfumes. But anyways, and then we have YSL's Libre. And this one almost made it to my number 1. But you guys know what my number 1 is. But this one is quickly becoming a favorite of mine. And this is just boss. This is, you know, money. This perfume is money to me. Again, this house just, they make statements. But my heart belongs to Mon Paris. And this perfume is described as a fruity, sweet, fresh, white floral, woody floral scent. And this is just your party girl. This perfume on my skin pulls very boozy. Very boozy. This perfume lasts until the next day. This perfume projects. Every time I wear this, I always get compliments. This one leaves a beautiful scent trail. I love everything about this perfume, and it will always be in my collection. I think they did a great job with this one. Again, these are very close contenders, but these are different. This one is your boss babe, and this one is your party babe. I've seen this in people's spring video, and people have said that this is youthful, but on my skin, for whatever reason, it pulls very boozy. And boozy is not youthful to me. This just pulls more night. I wore this for New Year's and I felt sexy. I felt like kind of like an attention grabber when I put this on. Next house. This is my classy perfume house, and that is the house of Chanel Paris. This house to me is very feminine, classy, of all ages. You have perfumes that are a little bit more understated but still keeping very much in line with classy. You have perfumes that are a little bit more mature, night. Everything about Chanel Paris to me, again, just classy, feminine scent. And my favorite perfume from the house is Coco Mademoiselle. I've been wearing this perfume since I was 20. This perfume is described as citrus, woody, sweet, patchouli, white floral, balsamic. It has notes of orange, mandarin, orange blossom, bergamot, mimosa, jasmine, Turkish rose, ylang ylang, tonka bean, patchouli, open ox, vanilla, vetiver, and musk. That is a mouthful. And I think that this is a perfume that's very popular, but it's timeless. So it's one that you can get away with in the perfume community, because other perfumes that are popular, you know, they get hate, but for whatever reason, it doesn't. This is a very popular perfume. This is another perfume that I do smell here, especially around the holidays. And it's a perfume that I know when someone's wearing Coco Mademoiselle. When I used to cashier at Publix and I worked at a more ritzy area, because I worked at 2 different Publix, I would smell this all the time. And when customers would come through, I'd be like, "Are you wearing Coco Mademoiselle?" And women would be like, "Yeah." That's when I was younger. I didn't know any better. This will always be a timeless classic. I always go back to Coco Mademoiselle. Okay, and then we have Lancôme. And for me, Lancôme is a powerhouse perfume house. Like, most Lancôme perfumes have great performance. I feel they're, not all, but a lot of them are more mature. I just mean, like, they're more grown. You're grown if you wear Lancôme, in my opinion. So for me, this is a very sexy, grown perfume house. Again, they do have perfumes that are more like day appropriate. So they did come out with this one because they needed to fill a gap that was missing, and that was their younger demographic. But for the most part, I feel like Lancôme has catered more to a more grown demographic. But my favorite right now is La Vie est Belle.
Yeah, you basic.
I'm always gonna love this perfume. Ah, yes, this is a powerhouse. So this one has notes of black currant, pear, iris, jasmine, orange blossom, patchouli, tonka bean, vanilla, and praline. And this is described as sweet, vanilla, balsamic, woody, fruity, and powdery. And for me, I get the sweet, I get the vanilla, I get the woody, I get patchouli, and I get powdery, but I don't really get fruity. This isn't fruity to me. This is more sweet. And I don't think this is an overly gourmand or overly sweet scent. I think, yes, there's a sweetness, but again, the patchouli in here is very heavy, which makes this more sexy and makes it more night. And it also makes it where a lot of people, they're bothered by this. And I can totally understand that. This is, to me, more patchouli heavy. I do pick up the patchouli very well in this perfume. Now, I am really loving Trésor La Nuit Nude, but I want to give that one a little bit more chances before it replaces my top perfume. So this list can totally change next year. But right now, this is what holds the #1 spot in this perfume house. Okay, and then for my last house. Now this one was hard because this house, I already mentioned, this is my summertime perfume house. That is the house of Versace. Summer perfumes are like my favorite category. I love all kinds of perfume, but I live in Florida and I really love fresh, clean scents. So again, it's really hard to pick like my favorite. I would say if you ask me, it would be Versense, but yeah, this one's probably my favorite of the house. I did want to talk about Eros Perfume because that's becoming a favorite, but this was an instant love. So I'm not gonna betray it. I'm gonna stick to it. This one's my favorite of the house right now. But Eros Perfume, the Parfum, is quickly becoming a favorite of mine. I didn't like it at first. Not that I didn't like it, but I didn't love it at first. This one I loved at first sniff. So this one's described as citrus, woody, fresh, spicy, aromatic, white, floral, and powdery. And I guess I don't notice the white floral. For me, this perfume opens up very citrusy, and then it dries down to a very clean scent, and then it develops into a clean, like soft, spicy, almost woodiness to it. Like I've said, like a clean man. Think of a man fresh out of the shower. Maybe he's put his aftershave on, and that's it. The soap with the aftershave, that's what the scent is, and it is sexy. And it's almost like that white button-down boyfriend shirt that you probably put on after like a hot night, you know, when the girl wakes up and she looks all tousled with her beautiful hair in the movies, and she's got that white, like that button-down shirt, and she's all sexy. I could never pull that off, by the way, but picture that. And she kind of like maybe sniffs his shirt. That's what this smells like right here. That's what this smells like. And I like that. I think it's beautiful. It's not overly man, like it's not man cologne, it's just man, but it's something that I know my man has left his scent on me, and I'm like, you know, it's like that. That's what this smells like. It's just, anyways, let's go over the notes, because I don't think I've ever gone over the notes in this one. The top notes on this are bergamot, fig, green mandarin, citruses, and pear. I don't really get like, this is like a very blended, well blended perfume, because I don't pick up the fig in here. I know someone had asked me if I picked up the fig. I don't pick up the fig. I also don't pick up the pear. I just feel like all these top notes blended give it a very beautiful citrus opening without it being too lemon heavy, because you know sometimes citrus openings can be very lemon heavy. This isn't like that. And then the middle notes has lily, jasmine, cardamom, which I guess that's the spiciness that I pick up. And then it has narcissus. I'm not sure what that smells like. But then you have sandalwood, Virginia cedar, olive tree, and musk. And again, to me, this is just a very fresh, clean scent with like a woody base. And it's just really good. I know some people don't think it smells unisex. Again, perfume is very subjective. So on me, this isn't manly. And what I mean by that, because I know I've been saying that it smells like a man, is men's cologne is like men's cologne. It's like, it's got a kick to it. That's not what I'm saying. This doesn't smell like men's cologne. This smells like a clean man. Maybe he's got his cologne lingering, but this is just him coming out of the shower. Maybe he does a little bit of his facial stuff, like a little bit of his aftershave, a little bit of his deodorant, and he gives you a hug. To me, that's what this smells like. And I love it. So this is my favorite perfume from the house of Versace, and that is Versace Versense. And I know I'm being real extra, but it's like the middle of the day and I'm hungry and I'm a little hyper. So what are your top 5 perfume houses and your top 5 perfume scents? Let's get the comments going, guys. But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like me and haven't already subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Click the notification bell so you know when I upload. And until next time, guys.